says, as you say, West Nile virus, and you say, you're damn hypochondriac, it was a mosquito. What do you mean? And so they're right at your throat, ready to kill you because you suggested that they are what they are. So,
everyone's justified in their craziness, I guess. Right?
exactly.
But when you see it, if you don't speak it out, you carry it with
And
you.
you're the one that's trapping yourself.
So when he says that it's better them carrying it than you, that's what he's speaking about is, wow, you're a hypochondriac or something. That's crazy. To say that is to give it back to them.
And even a lot of that has to do, when you first start, it has to do with everything that you haven't said in the past.
Yes.
Because you have your entire life of your non-sayings, and you need to get all those out. So probably who's ever around you in those first moments is going to get a lot of...
So if you say something, like you say, you'd rather have that person carry it around than you. I see you're really dumping it on the person, and the person's going to carry it around, but it's up to the person whether he carries it around or not.
Exactly.
So you're not really putting it on the person's back, making him carry it. That's the way I see it. When you make them.
Yeah. No, it means to say, if I see that you're doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results, then I'm obligated to myself to say, hey, you're doing the same thing every day over and over and over, and you're expecting something different from it. Then it's up to you. If it makes you mad and you get upset, then what you've done with it is you've got it all up there and you threw it on your back and you're walking along with it. But if God, I even get goosebumps when I say it. God, that's it. Oh my life. How can I be so stupid? Then you've taken what I gave you and you think I'm going to carry this, and you've thrown it over there. Then you are walking without it.
Giving it back to them is actually compassion. There's actually compassion.
Actually telling them, yes. And even worse than that is what you do sometimes, and you do probably, is I'll say, well, you're doing the same thing over and over and over, and you're expecting different results. Well, you do the same thing, and right back in your face. You don't even take enough time to see that maybe you're the one doing it. If you did, then you might say, what? Yeah, he does do that, but he does it because, then you might see. Remember we talked about this morning, if you ever see yourself becoming completely something, 100% of something, then you can see the parts of you which isn't that way. But if you don't accept that you're 100% of something, then you can't see yourself that way. In other words, if somebody says, I'm greedy, you're greedy, and you say, well, I am greedy. I'm 100% greedy. In that instant, you'll see the places where you're not greedy. Not the places where you're greedy. What will you see? I've already said it.
Yeah.
You'll see the places where you're not greedy. Why? You've already accepted that you're greedy. You've already told the truth about it. So what's the only thing you can discover then?
What's not?
What isn't?
Sometimes it seems somebody can take when they see what's not greedy about them and throw that back at you.
Now look, when you hear me talk, when you hear me say all these things, if you don't start to get an idea of why these things can't be made a belief of, why can't they be made a belief of? Why can't you take
Then it's not true.
Yeah, because it's alive in every moment. If you make a belief of it, then it's dead in every moment. So what I'm talking about, you need to be alive. Your mind needs to be alive and aware and see what's going on, so that you are fully engaged in your life.